Welcome back everybody, Carmen here with Fresh Cut Flower Farm, and I'm so excited. We finally have a 3 or 4 day stretch without any rain. Oh, I feel so behind because there's so many things that I haven't been able to get done because it has either been raining, and if it's not raining then the ground is just saturated and you can't really do much. It's a little bit breezy today, but that's okay, I'll take it. We've had some really bad windy days lately, but today's not bad. It's definitely, I can get a lot done today. So when I got home from work last night, I grabbed a notebook and I came outside and I just walked around my yard, looking at the landscape, looking at all of the rows of flowers, and just made a list of everything that I needed to get done. And it was a 4-page list of things that I've got to get done. I won't get it all done today, but I find if I, get it out of my head and onto paper, I'm much more successful at getting everything accomplished. If it's on paper, I can look at it and prioritize it. And then of course there's nothing as satisfying as marking that thing off the list. So what I'll do is I'm not going to probably put it all in one video. I'll make it over 2 or 3 videos because, like I said, I've got 4 pages of stuff to get done. But I'm so excited to finally be able to get out and get a lot of these things accomplished. And I'll take you all with me as we get all this work done. So next up we have my anemones, and as you can see I'm getting some blooms, but they don't look very good. Because of that I can't use them, and I'm hoping that next weekend I can get to the farmer's market. Maybe I'll have some for that, but I have decided that I probably will not be growing them for commercial use to sell at the farmer's market. Ideally, they need to be grown under some kind of cover, in my opinion. If you have experience and success growing them out in the field without cover, please let me know in the comments how you do it and keep your blooms looking good. I know that you're supposed to come out in the morning and cut them then when the blooms are kind of closed. My problem is that I am not here to do that. I leave for work at 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun's just coming up, so I can't even see what I'm doing a lot of the time. And then I have nowhere to go with them because I'm not selling to florists. So I just think that this is probably not ideal for someone who's growing like me for Saturday morning farmers market. So I'm going to grow them. I'm just going to do that, do it in my landscape for my own personal enjoyment because they are so pretty. If I ever sell to florist or do weddings, then I can grow them because I know my space is better utilized for some different type of flowers. So, but right now I do want to go through and I'm going to cut them all off to encourage some more blooms. And that way, if I am able to come out and cut them maybe early Saturday morning before I go to the farmer's market, hopefully I'll have some blooms available. And I don't have a cooler, so I don't have a way to store them to use them at a later time. So I'm going to get started with that. All white, but they threw in a purple. It's really pretty. And there's a few ranunculus in here, and There's some ranunculus over there. And right now, most of them, just the blooms, the stems are not long enough to put in bouquets. So I'm going to cut them back as well. And there is some bug damage too. So some of them aren't usable anyway. And just like the anemones, I think they are a flower that will do best in some type of a hoop house to get that protection. But they are so pretty. These are going in the house with me. I've got some Sarah Bernhardt peonies in there that I cut a couple days ago, and they are just stunning. They're so gorgeous. So I'm going to get these in the vase with the peonies and enjoy these for myself. Let's go look at these poppies. Aren't they huge? I've never grown poppies before. I had no idea they would get this big, but they are huge. I don't have very many, but they've got several pods on them, or that's what I'm calling them anyway. I'm sorry, I'm holding my tripod and trying to do this. I have to look and see what kind these are. I planted just kind of a mishmash of poppies, so here's some more. Oh, there we go, purple ones. Got a ladybug, if you can see. I'm seeing lots of ladybugs, so that's good. So let's talk about verbascum. This is my first year growing verbascum. It was very pretty. Most of the blooms have blown off. This is Snow Bride. You probably can't see it real well. I'll put some pictures up. So I grew verbascum Snow Bride and verbascum Southern Charm. They were very beautiful. Unfortunately, they did not have a long vase life. They only had maybe a 2 to 3 day vase life. So I'm not going to grow them again, at least not for this, but the Southern Charm I am going to sow into my landscape because it was so pretty, and it had flower spikes on it that were probably 12 to 18 inches tall. They would have worked great if you were doing events, you know, and you just needed the flower for a day or two. Oh, they were so pretty. But yeah, not ideal for what I'm going to be using them for. So both of them, I've got the Snow Bride here, and then the Southern Charm is over there. You can barely see it, but we'll look at it later. Go on, Molly Jo. So yeah, I'm going to take them out and get something else planted in there, and I won't grow them again to sell. But they're very pretty. So I've got all the verbascum pulled out, and so I want to plant into the bed right away. I think what I'm going to put in here is some snapdragons, because this bed will get a little bit of shade from the hot late afternoon evening sun, and I think snapdragons will do better in here than something like celosia or sunflowers, because snaps don't like it terribly hot. And these are the rocket mix is what I'm going to put in here right now. So I'm going to get started on that. went to mark a few things off my list and my list is gone. Or page 1 and 2 of my 4-page list has just been ripped out. I don't know where it went to. I'm going to go check the ditches and see if, I've looked all over the yard, I've looked out in the field. I'm going to go check the ditch, see if it's in there. How the heck did my list get over here? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna have to go make a new list. This one's gross. Well, I think that's where I'm going to end this video. I'm gonna have to go inside and rewrite my list. I don't know how that happened. I didn't think the wind was blowing that strong that it would just rip one of my pages out of my notebook, but apparently it is. So, got the 3 beds done, the 3 raised beds done, and then the next video we'll start working on kind of the main portion of the flowers. But yeah, I'm happy, got a good deal done, so that'll make an impact on the list. And we'll just keep crossing stuff off tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now.